Hi, everyone. Welcome once again. Thank you for joining us. This is Empowerment Network. In case you are new here, and of course, bonjour, Michel Champagne. Tu es toujours avec nous. Tu nous supportes, grand supporter de cette plateforme. Thank you for coming. And today again we are on another mission. When I'm joined by a man on a mission, then know that we are on a mission to encourage people. It's just time for us to be on top of the game, doing what we want to do, because, like the topic says, together we can achieve greatness, and so unity is our strength. So, welcome, bro.
Thank you, my dear sister Comfort. Didn't realize you are so good in French. I can't even match up with you.
That's not true.
Hey, we are both from Cameroon, and that's a bilingual country, right? The
Exactly.
only bilingual country in Africa, by the way. So, bonjour,
Yeah.
bonsoir à tous les téléspectateurs. Always nice to have you.
Yeah.
Okay, and good morning, good afternoon. Today we are just here to let you know that we're not going anywhere, right? We are
Exactly.
together, and as you can see, if you can see that together, united, we can do great things. We can achieve amazing heights, and nothing can stop us from getting
Right.
where we need to go. That's all.
Exactly. So, no, bro, like we were chatting earlier on, so much is happening, guys. As you join us, thank you so much for joining. We made a mistake earlier on and said this thing differently. And so we had to do a quick correction. That's why many people have gone away, but hopefully they come back. Kindly share. So, what we're doing now, brother Charles and myself, we are just here to keep the fire burning, because what we know is that so much is happening at the background, and whatever is happening, things will always can only end up being different, powerful, more powerful, and much, much, much bigger than what we've ever expected. We know that work is ongoing from what the CEO is doing and is coming and updating us. So, as Bracha, earlier on, you were saying that it's a whole package. Like there's this season where we are in now. There's a season of silence. That's what I call a moment of silence. You called it a normal procedure in such a journey like this one. So maybe you'd like to elaborate a bit more on that, or whatever you have in mind.
Yes, definitely. So normally, when you have a business of this nature, so many things happen behind the scenes. And personally, nothing has surprised me, to tell you the truth. And when you fail forward, right? So, in other words, what I'm talking about is when you are in a business and some things happen, like a little bump on the road, what you do is take that little detour, you come back stronger and better. I
Mhm.
have been in so many different startups, and what we are seeing with our company on Passive is nothing compared to what I've seen in the other businesses, right? The only difference here is that we have so many people involved in the process. Most of those other businesses, you may have 4, 5, 8, 10 people at the most. So you don't see it, you don't hear about it. Okay. In our case, we have a lot of people involved. So we just want to let everybody know that fortunately for us, we have the best CEO who is willing to do it or die for us. Okay. And you can see how he was composed last webinar. I was so happy. I was so glad.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're in a good place. Very, very good
Yeah.
place.
I know like what you are saying. You were saying the difference being that in other startups there's so many, not so many people, but here there are many people. Another
Right.
difference, I'm looking at it from another different way, is the difference is that we are affiliates, and we are informed of what is happening at every stage. The other ones, we just wait, and one morning it happens and we start celebrating for people, but then what they go through, only they themselves know, and God, I think. But then history shows it. If you go out there and read, you will know that some people started, even one of the biggest video conferencing platforms that we have today. We know, I know that they started with about six. They started off with about being able to host six people, and that was a great success. Imagine how much did we start all connect with? There were great numbers. And one of the things, like you were rightly saying, what I know for sure is that There's no way you can walk this kind of a journey without meeting bumps on your way. You have to climb mountains, you go down the valleys and go up and down and down and down, because situations will come where you need to reboot, you need to reassess, you need to go back to the drawing board, you need to refresh, you need to just do something different, you need to restart, you need to tweak here and there, and all of those things. Everybody goes through that. It's just that they don't come out to say it. What we are going through now is just a privilege that if anybody understands, all they do need to do is celebrate. Because I think that we mostly talk about the 1.4 who came first, the early birds. I think that each and every one of us is capable of writing a book, a unique book about this journey. And all of these books, there will be 1.4 million different books talking about the same thing. That's how much we've learned through the journey. That's how much we've acquired. That's how much that has happened, which is just a miniature of what is waiting for us. Because what we are doing here, like when you want to look, if you want to go back for those some people who are spiritual, you see that everything happens on purpose. Because, bro, unpassive is a giant. And when you know Mr. Mufara's vision and what he wants to accomplish, it's not meant for any kind of person. So this season here is just to prepare and sieve out those people who are not prepared for the journey. You can be part of the business, but you don't have to be part of this journey, or Mr. Mufara's journey, because there's something he wants to accomplish. Go right to the ends of the earth and minister to people who don't know peace, they don't have love, they don't have means, they don't have life to put a smile on somebody's face. It's not done by anybody. So we just want to, and how do we accomplish it again? As a team. The strength of unity cannot be, I think, overemphasized.
Yeah, and I agree with you. You just said something very crucial, right? So a lot of us, we just sit and we'll find out that, oh, this company has launched, and we'll get involved, right? They're already up. We don't know what they went through. We don't know what the founders went through before it came up. So in this case, we are part of the journey, right? And to me, I have learned a lot. I cannot treat the lessons that I've learned for anything.
True.
Just imagine the connections that we've made. Just imagine the global connection, I want to say. Because today, we can go anywhere in the world, and for sure, we're going to find unpassive family members. We are not going to be stranded, right? So aside from anything else, and it's almost as if you are in a university. We're learning from each other every day. Every day I listen to a webinar. I learn one new thing. And before I go to a webinar, in my mind, I'm very conscious, I'm very aware. I need to learn at least one new thing today. It doesn't matter which webinar. It doesn't matter where it is. Okay? Right. And that has always happened. Right? And so it's a good road that we have been through. Like you just said, you can be part of Unpassive, but you don't have to be part of the journey. But guess what? You'll be missing out a lot, because the journey in itself is invaluable. You see what I mean? So look at all these things that we're going through. So by the time you get success, you're going to enjoy that success even more because of what you went through. Okay? So I believe we're in a good place. Trust me, I'm really enjoying. I'm having fun. And I need money. Don't get me wrong. We all do, all of us, right? But at the same time, the experience that we're getting, what we are seeing, is unbelievable. Okay?
Yes.
And guess what? Look at our title. Right. I was just going to say, we are in this together. And the more we stand together, because you remember, if you guys know me, I always treat this from a spiritual perspective, not so. And guess what? There are going to be those enemies. And God already knew that. And those enemies are there to make us even stronger. And nothing can stop us. We are all the way to the finish line we're going.
That's so true, bro. You know, talking about enemies, we need these people. If they don't show up, then you are not doing something. Like Michael Williams would say, if you don't have resistance, you don't have opposition, then you are not doing anything yet. So think about the analogy of the young girl back home. Like if you have a maiden, parents back home would say, if you have a maiden in your house, you should expect stones being thrown on the roof of your house and stuff like that. That's what's happening. People fight just what is the best. People go after what is the best and stuff like that. So we are just in the right place, and what we are doing is just the best for us. So what we need to be doing is just doing our own part, because when we give him time, I know that there's can be people, that people are doing it their own way. I appreciate many people who are posting, put post here, whatever, however you feel about this journey. Write a post somewhere on social media, or you're making a video, or you're doing whatever thing. Just keep on doing that and let the CEO concentrate on what he's doing. The good news is that he still squeezes time out of the tight schedule to come back and say, this is where we are. Because I remember, bro, when we started on Passive, something new happened to I was like, I just want to try something, because, well, if it sounds as it is, I'm not sure it's on Passive, but if it sounds as good as they claim it is, I can get a bit of change from there, because I just want to do full-time on Passive. I invested £3,000, and in just, I think in the next couple of days, it was gone like a joke. I've even forgotten the name of the platform. I've forgotten the name of the platform. I don't know the CEO. I don't know him. I don't even know his name. I'm talking here about a CEO who come and sits here and speaks to you and myself and to anybody, and he calls you his friend, and we make it, do crack jokes and do stuff like that. How else? So it's such a big journey, such a massive journey, that if you are not ready for it, and then I'm just talking about people who think that they want to go negative now, you are wasting your own time and energy. And moreover, people who want to give up, I always give this advice: take care of your email address, before at the end, the tail end, you find out that you have lost that email address, which means you are losing a whole generational wealth. You will never die in peace. So if you think that whatever is keeping you away, take care of your business, the sign up accounts, or one account, or how many that you ever made. Make sure you take care of them, because Ash is doing just what is supposed to be done. So many, there are stories, bro. You remember, I think Collins is the one who shares these stories a lot. One of the people who happened to have the luck to be part of, I think, was it Apple or one of these companies. He was so impatient, he sold his thing off for some ridiculous amount of money. But after that, I think the position that the person bought, it's costing billions today as we speak, just because they were impatient. Because sometimes this is a time for you to look even deep. So what exactly is happening? I've never taken time to look. It's time now to look deeper into this whole thing. Ask questions, attend webinars. I've seen people coming up on Marty and Chris's and sharing for the first time their journey. This is why I stayed behind, and I'm coming up now for this reason. Come up, just do something, because I like, we're Africans, we like proverbs. There's this one which says, if you think that you are too little to make an impact, then you need to spend the night with a mosquito. So you will know what that means. You are keeping that sweet thing in you, which is that thing that somebody just needs to hear, or even Ash, because it might surprise you. Ash watches almost every webinar. So whatever you say, know that Ash is listening. Maybe he's waiting just for that one or two words that you want to come and offer. And so he says, yes, thank you for bringing this one up my way. This just elevates my spirit and stuff like that. All we need is remain together. Yeah, bro, because like the topic says, together we can really achieve it. About, again, the analogy of the broom. Unity is strength, but there's a practical way of analyzing or doing it back home, where we have the brooms that we use to clean the house. So they demonstrate in such a way that if you have it as a bundle, you break it, you can't break it. But when you take it one at a time, you can break it. So as a team, as a family, in unity, we'll achieve our greatness. And that is just the strength. That's the only tool we have right now as we wait for the CEO.
Thank you, my dear sister. And you just said something. You said you lost about £3,000 in some platform, right? And so I listened and I laughed, because if I tell you how much I've lost, you may not sleep tonight. So I will spare you that. But what I'm saying is, we are very, very blessed, first and foremost, that we didn't spend that much money here. That's number one. Okay? Because the CEO was like, I wanted to actually give this for free, but I just want people to have skin in the game. Right? So it's so very little. And he's not expecting us, he's not telling us to go to Hyderabad or to Dubai or to Singapore to help out. No. Okay? Just stay engaged. Maybe once in a while you go to social media just so that we know that you are engaged, just so you are part of that being together. You are part of the team, right? Now, there are some people, remember, we used to give back refunds up until September 1st, 2023. And the only reason we stopped giving back the refunds is because we are what we call SaaS, software as a service company, right? We started using the service. We started using OConnect. So you cannot expect to get anything back, okay? However, whatever you have spent, there are some people who had that asked for refund prior to that date, right? Okay, they got back $97. I can almost assure you, they don't know what they did with that $97 today. And the hope is lost. The hope is gone. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those of you or those of us who are still here, and just like my sister Comfort said, please, if you're not doing anything, for goodness sake, remember the email address you used.
True.
Check on it if you have 2, 3, 10 accounts, because we have the tendency, even myself, to not use those emails, to not visit them.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahoo, Google, they'll block you out after a while.
True.
Right? So you don't want to lose that email, because one thing I can tell you for sure, OnPassive is coming. Okay? And it's going to be bigger and even better than what we thought. Mm-hmm. You know why? Whatever has happened, the good news is we know the root cause. Right. And the CEO says once we're going to do it or die. And once you know the root cause, you know what caused that thing to delay, you come back stronger and better. And that is what is about to happen. Right? So it might take a few more months before it happens, but you don't want to lose your email. You must have contact. You must have access to that email. You don't want to be left behind.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, because your email is your unique identifier. That's the only thing which proves that that account is yours.
Even if you lose your password, it's okay. Yeah. Don't lose your email, because we can reset the password. That's all.
Exactly.
Very, very important. Yeah.
It is. You know, you remember, bro, one of the things that Ash would tell people, he says you should empower yourself with knowledge and take control of your destiny, you know, because sometimes people do oversleep. A few people have overslept when they say it's all done for you. It's all done for you. It's just like your analogy of mom cooking food, bro. When mom is cooking food and doing all of those things, that's all done for you in the sense that he gets the food, he prepares it, he does everything and serves it on the table. You are the one to eat it. Your system is the one to digest it. You are the ones to walk to the rest house and do the rest of the business out there. That's what's happening on OnPassive. All done for you doesn't mean you go to sleep and forget, because there are particular things that you are the only one who's supposed to do. So when he says that you study, empower yourself with knowledge, you take control of your destiny, what does he mean? He's just emphasizing the importance of continuous learning, and personal development is important thing for me. Each time I do little courses here and there, either for free or just look at free course on Allison, just something, or listen something on YouTube and stuff, because you need to keep your mind active. Because you just go to sleep, the cells start dying, then you render yourself worthless before it's even time. Let's remember that we are on a mission, and this mission has not started. They are just about preparing it. The moment the mission is started, we might hardly have time to sit here, bro, and talk, because we would be on the fields. We would be on the fields taking care of people, struggling people, you know, because so many people are going through hardship. You know, like you said earlier on, this is something we cannot pretend. Not everybody, though, but many people are struggling, including many people within OnPassive. And so everybody's looking forward to it. But the truth here is, nobody is expecting this to happen more than the CEO is. That's how serious it is. He is expecting this to be out there more than any of us at all. So if we think like that, all we need to do is remain hand in glove. Hand in glove, we keep the warmth, we keep rekindling the fire, burning it on and on and on. Like yesterday, I had Alex from Slovenia. He was really great about some ideas he brought to table. Those are the things we need to be doing, to ourselves. Just brainstorming, planning our future, planning our businesses, planning our journeys. I can't just wait because I want to tour the world, bro. And finally, the time comes because I just need to see the ends of the earth. So it's just still very, very, very exciting. Yeah.
Well, tell me about it. We all want to tour the world, and there's nothing better than touring the world and helping people in the process.
That is it.
You know what I mean? It's not just empty touring. You're touring and helping people in the process, helping them get part of this big, big, gigantic cake that Ash is putting for all of us, right?
Yes.
So I think I'm so grateful to just be part of the journey, honestly.
True.
I feel very, very blessed. And I think that each and every one of us should feel the same way. I'm just going to advise everybody, including myself. And I've always said this from day one. Whatever it is that you're doing, that's bringing food to the table, that's feeding your family,
Yes.
don't stop doing. Prior to
True.
Unpassive, you were doing something, right? Okay, you had to be doing something to be a grown
Yes.
up. So whatever it is that you were doing, do not stop doing. Okay, if you
Yes, sir.
lost your job for whatever reason, look for another one in the same field. This is gonna come whenever it comes, whether it's say 2 months from now, 6 months from now. Okay, our CEO said it might not even take 6 months. Remember that, because once you know what you're doing and you already have the blueprints, you have the template, it doesn't take long anymore. That's the thing. So they've identified root cause analysis, they've done root cause analysis, they have identified the problem, and therefore they're going to move much faster. So however long it takes, just do what you're doing, get yourself that food on the table, just know that you're almost getting to that part, that best shape of your life that he has always promised us. And we
Exactly.
must do this together, like we're saying. We must do it
Yeah.
together. A lot of
It
work, yeah.
takes it takes unity, it takes a whole team, and it takes a dedicated and committed team, and not just anybody. That's why we say everybody, like many are called, bro, but few are chosen. Many are called in the sense that anybody can be part of Unpassive. Just pop into the OES, do whatever business you want to do. But the few who are chosen are those people who are not planning traveling and taking care of lives and stuff like that. That's those are the kind of people that they're the chosen ones. Everybody is called. So let's get it done and let's just push it, because it's such a blessing. Whoever has been here since 2018, depending when you joined, and you've not been following this journey, I just feel like you are so empty. You're really empty, because I feel so, you feel so well. You feel there's some level of self confidence, because thanks to Unpassive, you're talking to different people across the globe. I used to be that kind of person that I was too withdrawn, that no matter how much I like talking, I identify with a particular people. But this time around, it's not the case anymore, because I'm like, oh, it's different here. It feels different here. The language you speak here is different, and you can actually feel the connection. You feel it because it's real. So through that, we are building a solid foundation that nobody can break. And so it cannot be a one person thing. So what Ash is doing here in my eyes is like the Goliath, or David facing the Goliath. He needs a sling, a good one, of course. It feels like pulling a mountain. You don't pull a mountain with a finger or a thumb or one hand. You use all of your strength, your whole body. Every nerve of your body has to move to pull this mountain or to move the mountain. So that's what's happening here. Sometimes you want it to go north, it slides a bit to west or east or south. You need to readjust. I think that's the picture I have. If I'm painting a picture, that's how I look at it, bro. So
Yeah, and let me just add to that, because you're perfectly right? But see, I'm just gonna add this fact. Our CEO, Ash, remember, he's doing this for us, not for him.
you know,
For him and his family, they are comfortable. They have enough to go generations to come. But this guy has a calling to reach out and help out humanity. He wants to help all of us. And all he needs is to have a feel that we are behind him. That's all.
True.
Right? That we do appreciate what he's trying to do. Yeah, because that is big. You can underestimate that, but to tell you the truth, he will come to these meetings, he will bring all these other leaders to come and say, okay, yes, we support you. So that he feels like, okay, I'm not doing this for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
These people know and appreciate the efforts that I'm putting, right? And we call on everyone, each and every one of us, to help show that support. That will give him the motivation to keep going. You remember a couple of webinars ago, he'll come and after that he said, you know what? Now I'm energized all over. You see what I mean? That's what we need, each and every one of us. Okay?
Yes.
But otherwise, nothing else. We're good. We're in good hands. He's taking care of business. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We're in good hands. And like Michael William would say, you can go to sleep and rest assured that your business is being created and taken care of for you. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. There are just these twists, which sometimes with human eyes, we think that they're twists, but then God planned it like that. Again, because it's not meant for everyone. God is taking his time to sieve out these people who are going to serve him as he's using ash to get all these people put together. It's not sugar leaking. It's sweating, it's going the nights, burning the midnight candles and all of those. Because sometimes I'm just like, I don't envy him at all. Because I know that sometimes he's like an octopus. He needs to touch this, touch that, listen here, listen there, and so on and stuff like that. And I'm sleeping, you're sleeping. So if you've lost your job, go get a cleaning job and then keep on keeping on, waiting for what is going to happen because it is imminent and it's just a matter of when it happens and not if it's going to happen because it's already in place. People are still working throughout 24/7. Work is going on, everything is taking place. What else? So bro, I think we can say that we can be on this on and on and on. So if you have a last word of encouragement or any form of call to action, that would
Right.
be yours.
So here's my call to action. For those of you who believe in God, who believe in prayers, let's pray for this project every day. Because what you may see as a setback is actually a setup. That's how God operates.
Yes.
It's a setup because it's going to bring us better and higher than where it took us. So please pray for this project. It is divine. It's inevitable. Like Comfort said, it's imminent. Okay? We don't know how soon, but we know we are almost there. And we are almost at that level where we can say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for all that you've done for us. So that's all I have to say. Keep your fingers together. Let's pray for our project together, all of us.
Yeah, exactly. We just need to pray, do whatever you want to do. All we need now are blessings. So when we do this, the way for us to remain together is always being in our clusters. So attend the webinars you normally attend because if you go searching for negativity, there's more than enough out there. You will be fed negativity, you feel negative and hurt yourself for no reason. However, the same energy you're wasting on looking at negative stuff is that same energy if you spend on looking at what exactly is happening with your business. You will be feeding yourself good energy and you will be having good energy to share, to spread all over across the globe throughout and with other family members because that's all we need now. So Unpassive is here to stay. Unpassive was meant to be here to accomplish a mission. This mission is accomplishable. It's just a matter of when and not if. So, guys, we love you and we thank you for all the support with the contributions in the chat. See you again really soon. And of course, bro, thank you for always showing up to help. Thank you.
Remain blessed, you all, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, guys. See you soon.